Get ready, get set. It's a first look with the Oh Brother Podcast.
Welcome back to another first look with the Oh Brother Podcast. Often imitated, rarely, what is it? Often imitated, rarely duplicated. Is that the phrase?
I guess that's what you would use.
I think that's the phrase. We're going to take a look at the trailer for the Boston Strangler, which is starring Keira Knightly, who, honestly, from what I can tell, yeah, she's had projects pretty consistently, but she really hasn't had a hit, honestly, since Pirates of the Caribbean, to be honest with you. If you go look at the ratings,
yeah.
The last several films didn't do all that well.
Now, the Boston Strangler goes back to the 60s.
The early 60s, that's right.
Early 60s.
That's right.
The only thing I've seen is the bottom of the poster says, inspired by a true story. Could that mean it's not true? It's not based on a true story. It's inspired by a true story.
I'm not sure that that's real significant.
That's the old Fargo thing.
Okay, enough with the Fargo thing.
Well,
how many times are you going to bring this up?
I haven't brought it up on the show. I don't think ever.
Oh, I was duped. Fargo wasn't factual. I'm duped. Geez, they took artistic license. What a surprise. Like, that never happens.
Well, it's one thing to take artistic license, but to say that it's based on a true story in the old Dragnet, all the names have been changed to protect the innocent.
Who cares? Enjoy the film or not.
Me.
Like, who gives a crying out loud?
I want to know this dude was real.
All right, first look. Boston Strangler. Let's do this.
The city is for some glamorous, stimulating, prosperous. Only recently has it become dangerous.
Jack, I think I found something. 3 women were strangled over the last 2 weeks.
You're on the lifestyle desk. You're not covering a homicide.
I think the murders are connected.
Another woman was strangled. Just came over the wire.
I'm killing the follow-up. You don't have a story.
How many women have to die before it's a story?
They just confirmed number 4.
Police aren't talking. Never seen them this tight-lipped about anything.
I don't care if it's 1 killer or 4. We're gonna catch whoever did this.
You have any suspects? Boston police, hands on the wall.
We had him. We just let him walk away.
Everything lines up with him. His history, the progression of the crimes, everything.
You know how many people I've gone down the rabbit hole with? It's a dead end every time with this case. What
do you think you're gonna find out there? When is this gonna stop, Loretta?
I need you to call in a favor.
Be quick. I don't want to get fired tonight.
Any lawyer worth a dime would pick this apart.
You really want to use this paper to tear down the police department?
If anyone else was blowing it this badly, we'd have put it on the front page a long time ago.
I need you to take down an address. If I don't call back in an hour, give it to the police.
Loretta, there's more than one lunatic out there, and you're gonna get us both killed.
A safe little world is just delusion.
Another subscription service.
You see that it's going to be streaming on Hulu.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
So if you're
Another
looking for St. Patrick's
service,
you're looking for St. Patrick's Day plans, March 17th, the Boston Strangler.
And interesting, Carrie Coon is the woman, one of the reporters. It was 2 women reporters, I think. No, was it? Were they reporters?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
So Keira Knightly plays Loretta McLaughlin, and then
Jean something,
and
right?
Carrie Coon plays Jean Cole. Yeah.
And I had just mentioned Fargo, and Carrie Coon was in one of the seasons of Fargo. She did a great job.
Yeah, she's got a pretty long resume. Gone Girl, Ghostbusters, Avengers.
Yeah, she's a great actress.
Yeah.
The thing that was funny to me, and I kind of chuckled a couple of times, was all the main characters, Keira Knightly,
the English,
Chris Cooper. No, there was no Boston accent. But when they had the bit people, I didn't get hired for this. I didn't get hired for this. That made me smile.
Yeah. It sounded good, though. At least, it doesn't.
Yeah, some of the supporting. There was another one guy. I've been with this paper. I've been with this paper for 26 years.
Robert John Burke, I believe, who is one of the detectives or something they show. He's been in a lot of Boston-based films, I think, and so I think he's from there, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that can go horribly wrong very quickly. Now, actually, he's from Washington Heights, New York, so kudos to him.
Yeah, and I'd rather them not try and get it wrong.
Right.
No, wait. I'd rather them not try and not get it wrong than try and get it wrong. You know, we've seen Boston-based movies. Yeah, I know. If you play that 5 times,
Andrew,
you'll understand
can you
it.
clean that up and rewind that? And
No, I said it right.
Sense?
But these movies,
There you go here. Chris Cooper.
when they try it, like, what was the movie, The Bar, The Tender Bar?
You mean the Tender Bar? The Tender Bar?
It should have been The Tender Bar.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
I enjoyed Ben Affleck's Duncan commercial better than I enjoyed the
Yeah.
Tender Bar.
I mean, he can do a Boston accent. Why was he doing something from Long Island?
That was a whole weird, remember that was a
weird, yeah.
What's going on with that? So
Or maybe they were doing Boston. And
Chris
it was
Cooper,
supposed to be.
what film has Chris Cooper not been in? I mean, this guy's been around forever.
Yeah.
You know, American Beauty. I mean, he's
Adaptation.
The Adaptation, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones.
So I guess I don't know much. Like you said, early '60s. So this predates me.
Predates me too, as well.
Not by much. At that
I don't.
point.
Yeah, it depends on what 60.
Well, I doubt it was between 60 and 62.
Hey,
We choose to go to the moon,
not because it's easy,
but because it is hard. But so there were 13 murders, 13
in the
women.
span of how long?
I'm not sure of how long it
This
spanned,
is still an unsolved case, is
No,
it
no,
not?
no,
Oh,
it's
it is
not.
solved. They did solve it.
Well,
Okay.
so Albert DeSalvo was the Boston Strangler, and he actually confessed. And then, more significantly, I suppose, in 2013, they linked him to the murders through DNA evidence.
Oh, wow.
So they had seminal fluid, that was taken from the scene, and fast forward to 2013, boom,
It's
you're
amazing how they can go back in time and
done.
catch
What is
somebody.
What is that? That project? The DNA project where they've gone back and they've solved
Yes.
all these crimes over the years.
Right,
Some
right.
major cases. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Yeah, it's
Now, Keira Knightly looks like she just stepped off the pirate set. She doesn't look any different.
she doesn't age. She doesn't age. And
Yeah,
I
she-
love the sort of, like you said, nondescript sort of accent that she has. It's very, because her actual accent is so distinct. Her English accent. It looks pretty good. Again, I don't know a whole lot about the story, even though growing up in the area. But you knew of it. But
Right.
again, it's so long ago.
Growing up, it was kind of like an urban legend. That's what I thought of it. This isn't real. I figured it was a bunch of different people, but
Well, that was the thought for a long time.
Yeah.
Was that it was done?
It was multiple.
Right. It was the silk stocking murders. It was originally sort of
Right.
referred to as.
and this woman reporter was the one that started to link the cases together by either location. I forget what she used, but we'll find that out.
Did you
when we-
recognize the detective in there, Alessandro Nivola? I don't know if you recognized him, but he was in The Many Saints of Newark, which we did an episode about.
Oh, okay.
And he played Dickie Maltasante, who was Chris's father.
Right.
Chris Maltasante's father from The Sopranos.
Right. He's been in a lot of things.
Yeah, and Matt Ruskin, who
Name's familiar.
who's the writer director of this film.
Right.
I don't know. Do you recognize any of this? His filmography, Crown Heights. He was a producer on The Infiltrator, co-producer. I don't see any other directing credits in his IMDb. So it looks like he's primarily been under the producer role. So interesting. It sounds like it's his directorial debut.
Yeah, I didn't know about this movie till you told me we were doing a first look.
Yeah, no,
So-
you made a comment about the fact that it's on streaming, which, I mean, is that much of a surprise, or did you have any particular thoughts about that? I mean,
Well, it's just that there's so many.
but Hulu has not really had a whole lot of stake in the game, in that.
Yeah, they're
in that
more
area.
of a, you didn't see last night's Masked Dancer or whatever it is. Watch it on Hulu or I think they have Seinfeld, don't
well, they did have the first season of Everyone is Doing Great, which we've interviewed some of the folks associated with that, the Nelms brothers, Johnny Durango, Michelle Lang, and others. We'll get James Lafferty on the show soon, of course. But that was a great show.
Yeah, cliffhanger.
Just came out. They announced that season 2 is underway. Not sure where that's going to end up, though. I don't believe they said yet who's picking that up. I don't think it was Hulu necessarily, but
they should.
But yeah, I don't. Again, it's Apple, HBO, Prime,
right? MGM Plus now.
MGM, yeah.
They just added Disney Plus. Netflix. I mean, it's just crazy. If you were to buy all these subscriptions, it would be hundreds of dollars.
And the more and more I look, like today, I said, let's see what's playing in the theaters. It's like Creed 3, and then I don't know anything else.
Right. That's why we've been doing so many first looks. I've been watching movies, but I watched To Kill a Mockingbird the other night. It's like I'm watching old movies that have been restored to 4K because there's nothing new.
Yeah, no, I don't have a Hulu subscription, and I'm not sure this is going to get me to buy one.
Right.
The trailer is decent. I mean, it looked fine.
Yeah.
But
it's not a series, right? It's a movie.
It's just a film. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just a one-off.
All right.
So
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But all right. So that's the Boston Strangler, March 17th on Hulu. That's another first look with the O Brother podcast. Make sure you follow us and go out to our official website, which is ohbasandbrotherpodcast.com. Follow us on Instagram at OHB Podcast. And please go out to the YouTube channel at O Brother Podcast. Follow us out there. Subscribe to our channel. Like our videos out there. Help get the show out to more and more people. We appreciate your support out there. But that's going to do it for another first look from the O Brother Podcast. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.